Jan, just about 4 days ago, in a meeting called by the Home Minister of the senior-most bureaucrats and police officers of the country, there was unanimity on the fact that it was time to reduce the age limit for juveniles from 18 to 16, which very simply put means that anyone older than 16 should be treated and punished as an adult. But is this just a knee-jerk reaction by a state to a horrific incident which may end up jeopardizing lives of thousands of other juveniles across the country? And that's what we try and understand on the social network today. Our topic today is why the clamor for reducing the juvenile age from 18 to 16. Remember, you can tweet us live during the show, and of course, you can also send questions to the panelists. But let's listen in to what Meenakshi Dhawan has sent us.
दिल्ली गैंगरेप के आरोपियों में नाबालिग आरोपी को भी सख्त से सख्त सजा मिलनी चाहिए ताकि सबको पता चले कि अपराधी की कोई उम्र नहीं होती। अपराध का ताल्लुक उम्र से नहीं, जुर्म से होना चाहिए। इससे आज के यंगस्टर में भी सही संदेश जाएगा ताकि वो कोई भी अपराध करने से पहले उम्र को साइड पर रख के सजा के बारे में सोचे।
In fact, that's one of the many opinions that we've been getting, not only just on social media, but across the country. It's a country, remember, that's outraged by this incident and is looking to find a way to find justice, to find a way to move on. And one of the things they're all saying is that juvenile age should be lowered. But is that correct or not? We'll have a panel of experts in just a bit. But I just want to introduce you to Second Screen. That's on your app. You can use the NDTV app and go to Second Screen. Those are the questions that are there on Second Screen. You can write your own question, or you can rate the question that you think I should put to the panelists. But we've got lots of stuff to talk about today, so let's move in straight and introduce our panelists for the day. We've got Suman Nalwa, who's from the Delhi Police's Special Unit for Women and Children. We've got Anant Asthana, who's also a lawyer for juvenile justice. We've got Shireen, who's come from Save Our Children. We're also joined by Dr. Rajesh, who runs an NGO of the reforms of serial drug abuse, and he's going to be talking to us and giving us a very important perspective about juveniles who've actually committed crimes but reformed and are now integrated well into the society. But first I want to talk about this particular case, and I want to start with you, Suman. You know, in this case, there's one of the reasons why this case has become such a big thing is because the juvenile, of the 6 accused, the juvenile has committed the most heinous act from what we understand as of right now. He raped the girl when she was unconscious. He's charged with, holding her intestines with bare hands. And of course, it's just so horrific that nobody cares. The public doesn't care whether he's 13, he's 14, or he's 31. They just want to see justice, and they feel that he's one of the people who should be given justice. So is there some logic that you see that there is a clamor for juvenile justice age to be reduced?
See, we are signatories to Child Rights Convention, so that's why our law was changed, and we made the age of juvenile as 18 years. So that is a cutoff mark. Any person less than 18 years of age is a juvenile, and he has to be treated as per the Juvenile Justice Act, which came into being in year 2000. Now, we have seen that, when we come across such cases where the kids, the children, the juveniles, they are involved in such heinous offences, which, they are very barbaric in their very nature. Yeah. So naturally the society, they lashes back. And then it comes to, okay, right of a child is one thing, but then right of a society to have safety and security. Yes. Right now that right is kind of threatened. Yeah. So that's why they're clamoring for this right to be curbed, so that they can feel secure. Yeah. So they are...
I mean, Anant, I just want to ask you, till this incident happened, nobody even thought that a 17-year-old could actually do something like this.
I mean, I don't know why people will think like that. Juveniles have been doing all kind of crimes. The fact that this time media has, brought it up in a big way. Can
you talk about another really bad, crime that you've seen by a juvenile?
See, every crime is bad. Juveniles commit murders. Juvenile also commit sexual offences. Juvenile are also accused of terrorism. All kind of cases,
and it has been on the rise.
So it's not for the first time that a child has been held responsible for doing a crime which is serious. Yeah. There are serious offences. Yeah. Children are committing serious offences.
So at the moment, what happens to these people who commit these really heinous crimes? What happens to these juveniles?
See, whether crime is heinous or not, that is not a material consideration. The consideration is why the child committed this crime. That is the job of the Juvenile Justice Board, to find out the reason why the child committed the crime, and then the whole system, the machinery has to work on the child so that this child does not land up becoming a criminal. right? That is in the interest of society. That's what the job of the Juvenile Justice Act is.
It is more of a reformatory that we are able to reform. Now, if you see the criminology, if you study criminology, what are the factors that go into making a person a criminal? So that start from a very basic age. So maybe they have been exposed to certain things which make them criminal now. But they are not to be treated as criminal, but people who can be reformed, children who can be reformed. That is a fundamental behind it. But we can't discount the fact that whether our reformatory system is working or not. At present, I mean, we have come across cases, Anant is also aware of them, where kids with the adults or without the adults are taking advantage of the system which is supposed to reform them. So somewhere we need to do something to stop that from happening.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.